Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video. If you're new here, welcome. I hope you get real comfortable. If you're returning, hey, welcome back. It's real nice to see you again. And thank you to all of those who like, comment, and subscribe. It's really been helping your girl grow, and I 1000% appreciate it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a general collective energy reading. So please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Not every reading is going to resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Divine, please guide me and protect me as I dive into this collective energy. Please give me clear and concise and precise messages. Let me know what's going on in this collective energy. What do we need to know of? What do we need to be aware of here? Somebody felt like at first when they met you, your emotions were your biggest weakness here. Like they felt like you can easily be caught up by your feelings. Somebody still feels like that, or they want to check and basically see if you're still dumb. Like that's what they describe it as. Like, because they felt like this is like some of you guys, this is a misogynist energy. Some of you guys, this is like bully platonic energy. This is like a somebody who saw you as emotionally weak because you cared too much. Like they felt like as long as they could get you to care or they could tell you something, not even care, they felt like they could use your emotions against you, whether it be fear or whether it be caring, whether it be insecurities, feeling insecure. It's like they wanted to push all of your emotional buttons. And when you caught onto that, you push that person away. And it's like now somebody is realizing like how much would it have taken to just be a regular person? Like to not purposely try to push somebody's buttons to try to feel emotionally superior than them. If this was a feminine energy, they wanted to feel emotionally superior. If this is a masculine energy, they wanted to dominate you by your emotions. Like they wanted to get you for less than your worth or break your worth down or like twirl you, twist you, use games against you. But I feel like a lot of you guys push this energy away. You're like, okay, this is a person that's trying to play games, and you block them. You block that weird energy out of your life here. For some reason, they didn't expect that as an option. Like, they're like, okay, if I play games with this person and I get what I want, they're stupid. If I don't get up what I want, I got to try something else. Like they thought they were going to have levels to test you at, but a lot of you guys just walked away, and then they're like, it's like because you were supposed to play the game for a lot longer, but then it's like they basically what they wanted you to feel is like they're crumbling in on themselves. They got a lot of emotions like that are festering within them, and they were trying to project that onto you to puppeteer you by your emotions here. This is giving sociopathic energy. I feel like this person no longer feels, this person has had an ego death because they just don't feel important. They don't feel accomplished. They feel like if they could piss off somebody like you that's accomplished, that they would be able to feel like they're accomplished again. Or if they could get your attention, then they could maneuver it. Like, it's like somebody sees you weirdly in this star spotlight, but they're addicted to trying to make you see yourself as less than a star. They're addicted to like trying to make you come down to earth as a star here. Like they're addicted to trying to, I don't know, like chemistry. We got attraction, spark, and passion here. Somebody feels like they want to come back around you and like give you some sort of spark, some sort of chemistry, or they're looking for what your spark is now, which is crazy because the past, this energy, they try to look for what your weaknesses is. Some of you guys, this is definitely a family member that used to try to bully you, pick on you, and be like, ha ha ha, like the collective got upset. They must be weak. Now they're like, why didn't I try to create chemistry between this person instead of like trying to figure out like what their weaknesses are. Why didn't I ask what their favorite movie is? What do they want in life? Or like who do they want to be with? They felt like they could have had a more constructive relationship with you than what they had. Somebody is beating themselves up too about your I feel like you guys, so a lot of you guys have had some sort of not emotional glow up. You just walk away from toxic people who see you as someone to target here. They're like, this person is weak. Because once somebody decides you're emotionally weak, that's completely invalidating the relationship. Like you can't have a relationship with somebody who doesn't take your feelings seriously because then there's no use for the relationship. What is the relationship here for? For them to push at you? And it's like, no. And you removed yourself from those relationships that were only there to target you. Like, you guys weren't relating anymore. And they're like, wait, I'm the idiot because hey, I know how to get on people's nerves and deteriorate their relationship. Like what they're thinking, what the hell did they were they thinking? Like, like they felt like they had some sort of control before. Now they feel like they just made themselves as invaluable to you. They're like, wait, like, I did the least for the collective, so therefore they don't want me because I did the least. Like I'm the person who did less for them, so I'm not even an option. They feel like they got wiped out a long time ago. This is like, and you had layers of better and better above that, and you keep getting better and better. Somebody wants to pull you to the bottom of having like nothing. Like, when it comes to relationships and seeing this person around, it's not a good sign here. It's fair to saying basically keep your worth up and keep your worth up at sky high. Somebody's frustrated because they might be able to tell around this time that maybe you feel some insecurities, you feel some weaknesses, but you're tending to your own garden and you're not letting anybody in to try to manipulate those weaknesses, to try to make, especially being alone here. Somebody's angry that you feel more safe alone rather than being sad that nobody cares about you. Like no here, like somebody wants you to feel like nobody cares. You're like, and you don't care about anybody else either, is what I'm hearing. Even if I don't care about you, can you name a person you give a fuck about? No, especially not them. Like, so it's like, what does it matter? Like, somebody is realizing that your mindset at that is impenetrable here. It's like, so you guys are being asked to question what you want in somebody else and how, and it's hard to go about that because I'm hearing that song, that Harlem song, but Harlem Blues. Yeah, I think that was called from More Better Blues, where she was like, "You can never tell what's on a man's mind, and if he's from Harlem, ain't no use in even trying." Like, so you can't really tell what's on this person's mind here. And this is something that they got off on. They're like, I could have a different thought on my mind. I could act differently. But like, and like, but they don't know what I'm thinking. Like, what I'm going to do next. Now they realize that made them not, they're hoping you forgot, but you didn't forget. You know that they're a weird, difficult person. They're not somebody you want to move forward with in life. They're not somebody you see as an option. It's like this energy is like sickened by how they treated you. Not really, because they wanted, it felt good at the time period, but then looking in hindsight, they're like, huh, like she knows is what I'm hearing. Like, like this person has learned their worth and you're not entertaining anybody out of boredom, and there's no sense of familiarity because you never knew who this person truly were, and then when you found out who they were somebody who wanted to manipulate you, shit on you, pull you down here, like have you at open availability to them and not give you anything in return. Like, and then this is frustrating to you. Like, they're mad that you got more and you're not even, you could give yourself more, is what they're really mad at. and you're not trying to share with them, and you're not trying to have them as company, and you don't need anything from them. It's like somebody keeps counting down in their head everything that they can't do for you and every reason that you don't need them. They're like, wait, the collective doesn't need to vent to me. They write or they talk or they're making TikToks when they need to talk. The collective doesn't want to cuddle with me. The collective will want somebody else to cuddle with, if anybody, The collective doesn't need my money. The collective makes their own money. If they would like the collective, the only way they're not going to try to get anything out of me because they see it as tedious and worthless. Like now, this person is looking at themselves from your perspective and they're tedious, they're worthless, they're not attractive enough, they're nothing. The only thing that they could do is try to get an ego boost out of trying to come towards you here. And it's like, I don't know, this this energy is definitely from the past here. It's like they feel like if some of you guys if they had you once, they feel like they could have you again. But we got resistant, secret admirer, suppressing, and timid coming out here. Secret admirer, timid, and resistance coming out here. I feel like some of you guys do have a secret admirer, but this is you. You're very resistant to people who are admiring you right now. Yeah, a lot of people are viewing you as resistant to love and admiration. Like, when it's coming in, you guys are using your very much discernment. You're not just accepting like anybody's compliments, their roses, their flirtations. You guys are completely cold and resistant. Even though some of you guys are looking sexy, like, like, I don't know, you're not looking available to a lot of people. Even though you're looking attractive, you're not looking available, you're not looking open. It's like, and you guys aren't even getting annoyance. Somebody feels like if I could at least annoy them, I could bring them down. A lot of you guys aren't being annoyed right now. It's like somebody wants to withhold you to your past so badly, but they realize even though your past means a lot to them, like if this is a guy you slept with, like, they're like, oh, like, that means something to them as for you as a woman. But to you as a woman, it might mean nothing to you. They're just some guy, like, whatever. Like, it's not somebody you think about. It's not something you're interested in. But they feel like maybe coming around you and like, like frequently to like, that will irritate you enough to like scream out in such a way. Somebody wanted to hurt you and they enjoyed seeing you crushed and like in pain here because they felt like you didn't know how to navigate people. They felt like you didn't have options. You didn't know your worth. You didn't know anything. They felt like you didn't love yourself, respect yourself. So, like, how are they going to respect you? You have to respect yourself first, and then them. They still think like that and they still want to test you and check if you actually love yourself, if you actually respect yourself, if you actually feel like your company is worth more than sex, basically, or if you want them around. Like they want to test you in every way emotionally. This is not somebody that you're going to have a good time with, and they realize that, like, even if you could drag them, or they know that you could make them do what you want them to do, but you don't feel like dragging around no pussy fussy man here. You want somebody who you have that love and enjoyment and it's natural to them. You don't want any of that toxic test you. I'm gonna see like this hyper masculine, like retarded, lazy type of, excuse me for the R word, like man around. Like that's not what you want here. You don't want somebody you got to go through a billion tests with, and they're going to try to sabotage the beach day to see if you actually want to go to the beach, or if they could get out of going to the beach by pouting and rolling their eyes. Man, so we still going to the beach? And then bring your mood down and see if they could stop you from going to the beach today so that they could play video games, and then they feel like, in control of it. That's not the type of relationship, friendship, dating experience you're looking for here. So it's like you're leaving them alone entirely because you recognize that gameplay, that dirty, toxic energy within them. And that's just not what you're open to. And this, I don't know, like it hurts them, but they're trying to remain hopeful here. It's like, I don't know. We got confessions. They feel like it's simple. All you got to do is just not feel emotions for my emotions here. They feel like your number one problem is caring. They're like, why would you care if I'm pouting and I'm angry? You should be happy that I'm going to the beach with you. Like, like they're testing to see because they feel like in a relationship, sometimes people are going to get angry, and that's true, but not on purpose, just to test people. And they feel like you are extremely resistant to what things that they did to make themselves feel secure in a relationship or with someone. And it's like, or respecting someone. They don't want to give a woman the respect accidentally when this is somebody that they could disrespect. They're like, why would I respect them if I could disrespect them, basically? And then, it's like, it's confessions, unveiling, coming clean, and messages here. And they want this to make sense to you because sometimes this type of behavior makes sense to like dumbass pick me's, I guess. Pick me's who go through. They're like, well, a man isn't going to respect you, and you got to be this type of woman, to get a man's respect and do this type of way and be like that and blah, 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 blah. But you're not that type of woman. You're like, everybody should be respecting everybody here in a relationship, and they can't stand your mindset. Even though they love it, they have an obsession with the fact that your mindset is different. They eroticize your mind and the fact that it's different, and you want people to be different, and they want to play off the fact that your mind is different, but at the same time they can't stand it. It's like they wish, like, yo, they can't stand it. Your mind is what's fascinating to them, and that's what they're addicted to, trying to come in and pull over and wrap around here. Like, but somebody is crying because they realize you've reached a point in your greatness where you're not even going to care. You don't care about any past you have. You don't care about what people think. You just don't care. And somebody is like, their whole life with you and everything they saw from you was flashing inside of their head, and they really can't deal with it. They can't take it. We got nourished. Self growth, self focus, soul finding here. Self growth, here, and soul finding. I feel like you guys are on this soul finding mission. You're nourishing yourself. You're having these, I don't know, beautiful life ahead in it right now. You have a beautiful life. It's just your past life is running out of you. Don't let anybody try to come in and like force your past life into you here. It's like, a lot of you guys you're totally free. You're free to be you. We got obscurity, secrets, mysteries, concealing coming out here under resistance. Somebody feels like you're back to being a mystery again. Like after knowing you so well, now you're a mystery. You don't even want to like fight. You have complete resistance. They don't know how to work with this. When before you had, what is that? Not resistance, you had reluctance. Where you had reluctance is now a brick wall. It's resistance. There's no more reluctance. If you're reluctant, it's like, no, you feel that energy and you keep it pushing. You're not like exploring. Here, Divine, please tell me more. We got return, second chance, opportunity, making amendments here. Yeah, somebody wants a There's quite a few people who want a second chance with you. They feel like there's no sunshine when you're around here. And it's like they keep wanting to, it's them. They can't admit that it's them. It's them, it's them, it's them. It's like they want you to be wrong for something. The only thing they want you to feel wrong for is caring. Now that you don't care, you're not around anybody you don't care about. They're like, dang. And then they realize they hang around people they don't really care about just to be around them. Like, you don't do that. You guys are going to get what you want out of life. You don't need to play these games that everybody else are playing. But that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this reading. Goodbye.